Xavier University Television Studio, this is Xavier News. Your campus, your region, your world. This is Xavier News.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today is November 15th. My name is Theo Ham.
And my name is Enzo Mitchell. Welcome back to Xavier News.
Xavier University's Food Truck Friday will feature East Coast Eats. Enjoy Philly cheesesteaks, loaded subs, and more. Try bold East Coast flavors right on campus. Join us Friday, November 15th for great food and friends. Don't miss this week's Food Truck Friday. Support local businesses and enjoy tasty food. Wrap up the week with a unique East Coast meal at Xavier.
Join us Saturday downtown for OSI's next Explore Cincy, Fountain Square. Shuttles outside of Corrido will pick you up from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Go ice skating in Fountain Square, explore some of the restaurants and shops around, and treat yourself to some Grader's ice cream. The first 30 students to arrive will be gifted a $5 Grader's gift card.
Wasson Way is one of the walking trails that is taken by Xavier students, and it is currently going under construction to get expanded. Pretty soon, Xavier is looking to work on the connection through campus from Montgomery Road to Woodburn. This all falls under the Crown Network, which works to ensure protected access for runners, pedestrians, and cyclists.
Xavier Theater is back with their student showcase. This showcase includes 2 plays and a choreographer's workshop. First being Janitor's Closet, that follows Ethan, a lonely gay student attempting to make it out of his junior year by hiding away in a janitor's closet for as long as he can. When his ex-best friend Allie reveals a secret, hiding may not be a viable option. And the second show being No Exit. This show follows the fate of 3 individuals damned to a hellish fate of their own design. This story presents a mirror to the audience about untold facets of our human condition. Third is the choreographer's workshop. Physicality and movement are some of the greatest indicators of emotion and play a key role in storytelling. Through a range of styles, including hip-hop, contemporary, theater jazz, and more, experience multiple stories told through movement. These performances are student-directed and student-designed. Come see the shows, November 15th through 24th. More information on their Instagram, @XavierTheater.
Don't Tell Anna is back with their holiday improv show tomorrow, November 16th at 8 p.m. in the Kennedy Auditorium at the CLC. Come see a talented group of improv performers who will make you laugh, giggle, and get in the holiday spirit with their spontaneous comedy and hilarious scenes. Don't miss out on a night full of fun, surprises, and festive laughter.
Ali versus Frazier, Pacquiao versus Mayweather, and now Paul versus Tyson. Tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern, 27-year-old Jake Paul and 58-year-old Iron Mike Tyson will participate in a boxing match against each other. The fight will have 8 2-minute rounds, and the fighters will be using 14-ounce gloves instead of 10-ounce for safety. You can watch the fight exclusively on Netflix, and as of Wednesday, Jake Paul is the current betting odds favorite.
Let's take a look at who students would have for a celebrity dinner.
Hello, fellow Muskies. This is Benny Klern reporting live on the field, and the question of the week is, if you're going to have dinner with one celebrity, who would it be? So joining me here is...
Maddie. Isabella.
So if you're going to have dinner with one celebrity, who exactly would it be?
Harry Styles. Harry Styles.
Enough said. Joining me here is...
Peyton.
So Peyton, if you're going to have dinner with one celebrity, who would it be?
It would be Paul Walker.
R.I.P. That answer came a little fast and furious for me. Joining me here is...
Megan.
If you're going to have dinner with one celebrity, who would it be?
Joe Burrow.
Who day, am I right? So, if you both were going to have dinner with one celebrity of your choice, who would it be?
Megan Maroney. Johnny Depp.
Question, life or death. If you're going to have dinner with one celebrity, who exactly would it be?
Abby Lee Miller.
If you're going to have dinner with one celebrity, who would it be?
Harry Styles.
If you're going to have dinner with one celebrity only, who would it be?
Taylor Swift.
Channing Tatum.
My name is Jeff. If you're going to have dinner with one celebrity, let alone any meal across the table, who would it be?
I'd have to go with the one and only Adam Sandler.
One only Waterboy.
Theo, who would you have over for a celebrity dinner?
You know what? I think I'd probably go with Hugh Jackman because, funny story actually, we both went to the same high school, so it would be kind of a fun experience to talk about with each other.
Very interesting.
How about you?
I think I'd probably have Kevin Hart. He's a pretty funny guy, and I think that would be a pretty entertaining meal.
Yeah, he definitely would be funny.
This past week, Grammy nominations have been released. Beyoncé's 11 nominations this year puts her at 99 nominations total, making her the most nominated artist in history. Charli XCX, Billie Eilish, and Post Malone and Kendrick Lamar all tie for second most nominations this year with 7 each. Taylor Swift, Chappell Roan, and Sabrina Carpenter are close behind with 6 nominations each. The Grammys will be held on February 2nd, so don't forget to tune in.
Last Wednesday, 43 monkeys escaped from a lab in South Carolina. After an employee did not fully lock the doors at the lab, the monkeys made a run for it. Throughout the last week, officials have been working on returning the monkeys to the lab. While outside of the lab, the monkeys were found interacting with friends on the inside. As of today, all but 11 monkeys have been returned to the lab.
It's crazy to think that The Wizard of Oz is more than 80 years old, and even today it still holds up well. There's a ton of iconic elements like the yellow brick road, the witch's hat, and the ruby slippers worn by Judy Garland, who plays Dorothy. Those same ruby slippers are now on auction nearly 2 decades later after being stolen. The iconic shoes are being sold for over $800,000. The only downside is that these shoes probably won't take you to a magical new place like the movie.
Frisch's Big Boy took another big blow on Tuesday as 2 of its locations closed for good, alongside with 4 more fated to close across the greater Cincinnati area in the near future. The shuttering restaurants are the newest casualties in the Frisch's ongoing legal battle against its landlords, centered around allegations that the Cincinnati staple failed to pay over $4.5 million in rent. The downward spiral only compounds a period of steep financial decline that began during the pandemic, and it's safe to say that things aren't looking good for the iconic franchise.
At Yale University, students will now have the opportunity to take a course on alien superstar Beyoncé, called Beyoncé Makes History, Black Radical Tradition, History, Culture, Theory, and Politics Through Music, delves into her substantial body of work spanning from her 2013 self-titled album to her most recent album, Cowboy Carter. The course has been in development for years, with Daphne A. Brooks starting to work on the class in 2014.
History was made this week when an emperor penguin incredibly managed to swim 2,200 miles from Antarctica to Australia. This unbelievable accomplishment was recognized by the public when a group of surfers who were located in the most southwestern point of Australia noticing the big bird waddling towards the shore. The penguin was extremely malnourished, but it was extremely comfortable around the humans that discovered it, and it hung around until a registered wildlife rescuer captured it and took it to their facility for care. This penguin, who is nicknamed Gus, is currently being looked into on whether it can be returned back to its home continent of Antarctica. Perhaps the penguin is here to come and say hi to his good friend Pesto.
Last week, it was announced that actor Tony Todd passed away at the age of 69 years old. Todd is best known for his roles in many horror movies, such as the titular villain of the Candyman movies and the mysterious character of William Bloodworth in the Final Destination franchise. We give our gratitude for all of his iconic work and well wishes to his family during this time.
Xavier's The Album Project has their next performance a week from today. Join us at Radio Artifact in Northside, with student tickets being $15. They will be performing Nirvana's MTV Unplugged in New York. There will not be any busing to the event, however. The drive down will be more than worth it. We hope to see you there. And that's all from the news desk.
We'll be right back with the weather after this short video on Xavier's Running Club made by Jaden Reyes.
So running club is just a group of people who enjoy getting together and running. We run 3 times a week together and do some races here and there.
One of my favorite routes is O'Briensville, also called the Graveyard Route, which is out the back of Xavier University. We run past the graveyard and through O'Briensville, which is a very nice area. Another really cool area I like to do is Avondale, just because I love all the houses that we run past.
Wasson Way is the personal favorite of many of our running club friends, and basically we go out down the Wasson Way trail as far as you want, as short as you want, and it's just a straight out and back, and that's why people like it. It's pretty flat too.
Running clubs for any kind of runner. We have people who ran in high school, people who ran in middle school. You can be a runner from any path of life, any level of experience, and show up, and you'll get something out of running club.
Reporting for Xavier News, this is Jaden Reyes.
Hi, I'm Lauren Everling and welcome back to your latest weather report. So as you can see, on Friday, we still have those cloudy, gloomy skies we've been having the past couple days with a high of 56 degrees and a low of 48 degrees. Then on Saturday, you have partly cloudy skies, a little bit sunnier than the past couple of days with a high of 58 and a low of 44. Then lastly, on Sunday, we have extremely cloudy skies, just like the past couple days, with a high of 61 degrees and a low of 43 degrees. In other recent weather reports, recently last Friday, Orange County, New York burst into flames. The deadly fire quickly spread across state lines to New Jersey's Passaic County. Before that, Friday, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut were put under a red flag warning due to the drought they were in. From the high 35 to 40 miles per hour winds, lack of rain, and bad humidity, it was prime condition for wildfires to start. Typically, 1,400 acres burn during a standard wildfire season in New York, but it has nearly doubled in numbers for this year. Firefighters are estimating that the wildfires will spread to be around 5,000 acres long. During the wildfires, there are health advisories in place as the smoke contaminated the air, making it unsafe to breathe. Sadly, not a lot of the fires have yet to be contained, and the extremely low rainfall the states had were little to no effect on the fire. So far, there's tons of structure damage throughout the states, some of the structure damage including housing, which led people needing to evacuate their homes. Let's hope that everyone will be okay. That's all for weather. We will be right back with Jaden on sports.
Hello everybody, I am Jane Reyes and you are watching your weekly sports report. Starting off with professional sports, it was announced yesterday that the MLB will produce and distribute local games for the Reds in the 2025 season. This will give fans a larger opportunity to watch games with no blackouts for locally distributed games. Moving on to the Bengals, they will face the Los Angeles Chargers on the road on Sunday Night Football. Additionally, Jamar Chase is on pace for the receiving triple crown, leading the league in receptions, yards, and touchdowns. Personally, I think he will get the Triple Crown and be named Offensive Player of the Year, but I'm just a guy that talks about sports once a week. Moving on to a disappointing note, FC Cincinnati was eliminated from the MLS playoffs last Saturday in a penalty shootout. This transforms a bright regular season into a depressing waste, as the team must decide what players they can keep and must let go. Moving on to Xavier Sports, men's basketball is currently on a 3-game winning streak after defeating Jackson State on Tuesday in a blowout victory. They now move to their biggest challenge of the season so far with Wake Forest tomorrow. You can catch the game at noon in Cintas Center. Women's basketball picked up their first win of the season against Miami, Ohio on Sunday with 4 athletes scoring in double figures. They play today at 7 p.m. against Mercyhurst in Cintas. Women's soccer unfortunately lost in the Big East Championship game against UConn, which led to them not being selected for the NCAA tournament. However, 3 Musketeers won Big East awards with Samantha Weehee as Midfielder of the Year, Samantha Urbach as Freshman of the Year, and Natalie Bain as Defender of the Year. All were named to the Big East first team, with Emma Flick, Regan Dancer, and Maria Galli being named to the second team. Volleyball heads to Rhode Island to break their 3-game losing streak against Providence. The women also stand in a three-way tie in Big East standings with just 4 games left on the season. Lastly, the cross-country team traveled to Norton, Ohio for the NCAA Regionals meet today. Well, that is a wrap on the Sports Report this week. Please enjoy the weekend, and remember, go X.